Alright, welcome back to another strange video. This one's gonna be gaming related, but I just finished watching the Twisted Metal TV series, and this is one of the dumbest, most fun series I've seen in quite a while. Anyway, let's jump into what I thought about this series. So the Twisted Metal TV series is a pretty strange one because Twisted Metal is a fairly old PlayStation IP or franchise. It started back in the PlayStation 1 and it had a kind of a series reboot on PlayStation 2, and it had another series reboot on the PlayStation 3 near the end of that console's life cycle. And that third reboot never really took off for a variety of reasons, but the entire franchise has just been on ice or just not being used since then, and there's always been rumblings of some new Twisted Metal projects, and there have been no Twisted Metal games since then. But one of the most consistent rumors was a Twisted Metal movie or TV series, and it just kind of kept being a thing that kept being mentioned on and off again over the years. And we finally got the Twisted Metal TV series on Peacock, of all things, and it is pretty good. Like, honestly, it's pretty good. It's really fun. It's stupid as all hell, but it's good. It's the good kind of stupid because it's very self-aware. It's not only self-aware of how dumb this show is, it's aware of how dumb the concept of the franchise is. And that's honestly what makes it so good. So just like to kick things off, like, let's talk about Anthony Mackie as the lead character, John Doe. It's so good. The performance is so good because it's so silly and, once again, self-aware. Every actor in this is self-aware of what they're doing, what they're a part of, and it works. It just works. You can tell there's moments of ad-lib. There's moments where the actors probably had to do like a million takes of things just to not laugh, and it just feels like everyone is having fun, and that's what makes the series so watchable and so bingeable. I watched this entire thing in like 3 days. I wasn't expecting to. I just jumped in because I kept seeing people saying like, this is stupid fun. It's like actually good, which is surprising because the trailers and previews for this were really bad. That first trailer with Anthony Mackie, like the teaser, everyone was like, what is the tone of this? What is this? This isn't good. And then we got the next, like the longer trailer, the more extended look, and once again people said, this doesn't look good. I don't think this will be good. And then I watched it. I watched the first episode and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this exactly. Then I watched the second episode and then I was like, I'm in. Okay, I'm in to see where they're going with this. This is stupid. And yeah, just the characters that are in it. Anthony Mackie's character, John Doe. We have Quiet, who's the actress's name I'm forgetting. It's like Stephanie Bartees or something like that. I'm forgetting her names off the top of my head. And then we also have the actor for Sweet Tooth. He's just my favorite. It's so over the top. It's so fun. I had no idea where they were going with the Sweet Tooth character, and I'm just like, this is awesome. This is just great. This rendition of this character is great. And that's probably my second favorite thing about this entire series is I didn't really know where they were going with the characters, but if you've played the previous games, like from back in the day, and you're able to pick out some of the subtle hints as to who some of these characters are or who they are becoming, it rocks. It rocks just so much because of that. There are so many fun call outs and like, hey, did you get it? Did you get it? Like nudging people like, hey, did you notice like what this character is wearing or the kind of car this character is going to be driving? Did you see that thing in the background? This is like a really big hint as to who this character is supposed to be in this rendition of the universe. And it was really cool because Anthony Mackie's character, John Doe, is a completely original character. And he's kind of surrounded by unnamed other characters other than Sweet Tooth, who's named like very quickly and is obviously Sweet Tooth because of, you know, the clown mask and everything. But just looking at some of the cars that are in it, some of the other things, like it just all works really subtly, not subtly, but it really works to call out things for people who've played the games way back in the day or people who have really good memories of these things. And yeah, I just loved it for that. Just seeing the characters and I'm like, oh, I know this. I know this character. I know this car. And that also helped fuel my desire to keep watching. So I was like, man, what other character is going to show up in this? Like, they have the preacher, they have Twister, if you know who that is. They have just so many other callouts other than the very obvious ones like Sweet Tooth. And just some of the other interesting takes, like having Calypso in this series, but not having him in it is a very interesting take. Just like seeing the signs of him and whatnot, and the entire premise of this series being a post-apocalyptic world, and basically Anthony Mackie's character is he's a delivery guy. He runs things between settlements, and like all the crazy characters that he meets in between, and his goal of being like, if I make this delivery, I'll get a really good reward, and all of these things that are just coming together to bring all of these characters clashing together is pretty fun. One thing I did think that was interesting and kind of not great about it, though, is how much goes on outside of the cars. In the opening, they have these big like car chase moments with like the guns mounted to the cars and whatnot, and then the series kind of like lets that kind of fall to the wayside a bit, which is a bit of a shame. But spoilers, this is kind of a prequel to the Twisted Metal universe or whatever, with a tournament and blah blah blah, and it's a pretty interesting framing for everything, but it also is what makes it fun, because it's kind of a pseudo reboot, but also not a reboot, but it's also its own take and all this other stuff. So, but yeah, it's just a really fun series. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just had to talk about it and tell other Twisted Metal fans, like if you're a fan of the franchise like I am, or you have fond memories, I should say, because they haven't made a game for this thing in like 15 years. It's really fun. This is a fun series. Anthony Mackie and everyone else in it it's just fun. Yeah, everything about this series is fun. It's so over the top. It's so ridiculous. It's great. And yeah, like I said, all the character callouts, all of the from various games, even like it's obviously very heavily referencing Twisted Metal 2, because that is like the most prominent or most famous Twisted Metal game, I would say, or maybe the most highly regarded. But there are also references from various Twisted Metal games, like even the pink freaking hearse, and and you even get a tease at a certain point of like certain characters if you're listening to the names or you're noticing what they're wearing or what they look like. I was personally waiting for Darkseid to show up, and Darkseid never showed up, but that's a spoiler. But they have various teases to Darkseid. So. And yeah, the whole thing ends on like a really open-ended, like, get ready for the next one. And I don't know if they'll make a next one, because once again, this is on Peacock, and do people subscribe to Peacock? I don't know. I don't live in America, so I don't have Peacock. I saw this through other means because I had to. That's the only way to watch it. But I think this is a fun series. I hope this either leads to more in this TV show, because it's dumb fun. With so many overly serious post-apocalyptic franchises or series and TV shows like Last of Us and blah blah blah, this one hit perfectly for me. I wasn't ready for how silly it was, and I was here for it when I started watching it. I hope this leads to a franchise revival. I hope Sony notices, like, yeah, this is really dumb fun, but the whole franchise is dumb fun, and we can bring this back and have fun with it. As a fan of Twisted Metal Black, I hope they don't go that route, because Twisted Metal Black was too edgy and too edgelord. Twisted Metal 2 and whatnot was very silly and very fun. Let's keep it at that level. But I hope this is the precursor to a franchise reboot or a franchise revival. But yeah, if you're on the fence about this one, I suggest you watch it. My name is Valkyrian. I don't know why I made this video, but I'm going to upload it anyway because why not? I'm just talking about it for my stream. Anyway, my name is Valkyrian. Please like, subscribe, check out my YouTube channel for more video game reviews. I don't do TV show reviews, but I might start doing it for video game movies and whatnot, or I don't know. We'll see. Probably not because I'm more of just a game person. So anyway, like, sub, leave a comment down below. Did you enjoy this series? Did you enjoy it for how dumb and fun it was? And did you catch all the references, like Mr. Slam and all the other weird things in it? Like, yeah, just let me know down below if you enjoyed this too. And if you're on the fence about watching it, I suggest you watch it. Just grab some snacks, turn it on, and just let it wash around you. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching if you did watch it. I hope to see you again next time. Please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. See you.